Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo. I just wrapped up one of the 4 live streams I'm doing today. This one is in my classic Chris Pirillo channel, and I realize I have not done a live video in this channel in ages. That all stops today, or at least for today, on my 42nd birthday. Let's see if we can get Pirillo Party trending. Is that the hashtag? Something like that? Only way to do that is if you participate with me live. I hope you're excited. And I hope your throat is not as cloggy as mine is right now. This, I don't know if this is true, but this may very well be the world's first tube crawl. Have you heard of a pub crawl, where you go from bar to bar to bar to bar? Or a crawl, so to speak. And I'm crawling between the various YouTube channels that I produce content for. Locker Gnomes Geek Lifestyles, which is, of course, where I push most of my live streams. The patrons get to see a lot of the videos that go there at this stage. I've also got this classic channel, which is typically tech, once a week, an edited video, apart from these anomalies. Can I call it that? And then we move on to the Vader Fun channel, which is my new Star Wars only channel. And then after that, Pirillo Vlogs channel, all to celebrate the fact that I have several channels, and I have no choice but to have several channels, because YouTube doesn't like it when you shove everything into one channel. And to celebrate the fact that I'm 42. And I now know the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Funny stuff. Let me go ahead and tell you my only birthday wish. As I mentioned in the other video, this may sound repetitive. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 supernomies, 1,000 patrons. You can become one on an ongoing basis at chrispirillo.com and get 60 exclusive tech videos every month. What do I get? What do I get? I get a great community. What do you get? You get tech videos. Every day! 3 new ones every day, plus tons of other bonuses at chrispirillo.com. As you very well know, if you've been following me for any degree of time, it's been a very difficult year, actually a very difficult 2 years. Last year it got even more difficult, and I'm looking to basically do better, be a better you, or a better me for you, and continue forward with the ideas of crowdfunding. It's really made all the difference in the world. I would not be able to do this today without the patrons. I'll be flat out honest, and that's the way that the content publishing industry in general is headed. YouTube's been making a lot of very severe changes that have hurt quite a few legitimate publishers, and unfortunately I was swept up in all of that. TLDR, of course, is still being published every single weekday as a podcast. Anybody can listen to it. You just subscribe to it on the podcast place that you use for podcasts, iTunes or Podcatcher or whatever. It's hosted on SoundCloud at this point in time. I plan on, over the course of the year, this is kind of a state of the union, over the course of the next year, boot up or reboot the websites that I've operated, largely based on crowdfunding, spinning up podcasts largely related to tech, because that's what I like to do. I like talking about topics that I believe matter, and podcasting is probably a better format for me to pursue than YouTube. I'm not going to quit YouTube anytime soon, though. At least not by choice. Stay tuned to lockergnome.com. You should subscribe to the Locker Gnome email newsletter, which I've been sending out since 1996. I've been in business for 20 years. 20 years is how long I've been around, since before YouTube was even here. I plan on spinning up an entrepreneur series, so if you're a business person, you want to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to be sharing with you various bits of advice that I've picked up over the years. That'll be crowdfunded. I plan on spinning up a Pirillo Vlogs crowdfunding campaign, since the Pirillo Vlogs are now in their own dedicated channel, just past 12,000 subscribers the other day. Not bad for 7 months worth of work. The next thing I was going to mention, deals.lockergnome.com has all the discounts that you'll ever need. Check them out. You can earn free gift cards that I usually use to get things at go.tagjag.com/free apps and go.tagjag.com/free points. Those links are in the video description. Be sure to turn on the notifications in the new YouTube app for all of our channels. Be sure to see me at Vlogger Fair in Seattle. It's the event that I'm hosting, and I certainly hope to see you there. If you can't make it, you can also donate to the cause. We're going to have tons of retro game consoles on the floor. Just found that out. It's so awesome. So, thanks again for joining me. Now, on to the AMA to continue where we left off in the other channel. Andrew Castlebaum says, what? No wardrobe change? No. I don't have time. I'm not sweating anymore. Give me that. I'm not going to change for every video today. No. This is my birthday suit. Let's see here. It looks like we got the username. I've got to pull my glasses to the end of my nose because I'm of the age where I can't see that well and I'm nearsighted. Penelope's Pantyhose says, when you say YouTube doesn't like it when your channel doesn't stick to one thing, what exactly do you mean? Okay, this is what I mean. If most of your videos are a certain topic, that's what people subscribe to you for. They subscribe for a certain type of topic. And when you veer from that topic, the videos may do better, but YouTube doesn't know how to categorize you. So at one point in time, most of the videos, not all, but most of the videos that I had produced in this classic channel were related to tech. So YouTube thought I was a tech channel. Well, even though the vlog had insanely better engagement, so by the numbers, vlogs were doing substantially better, YouTube last year decided it didn't like vlogs. And a lot of vloggers lost a lot of velocity. I was swept up in that. So that's one of the reasons why we spun Pirillo Vlogs into its own channel, and I went back to doing the videos that I think YouTube thinks this channel is for. But no one at YouTube ever gets back to me. Nobody. They're no help at all whatsoever. So I have to stick to a certain topic in each particular channel. Star Wars is enough of a topic that I think it deserves to be in its own channel. I'm very excited about that one. Vader Fun. That's where I'm streaming into next today. The Vader Fun channel. VaderFun.com currently redirects to the channel, so you can just go there if you want to. Roman Liber says, Chris, weren't you a contributor to CNET at one time? I was not a contributor to CNET. Sean McClay asks, what are your plans for the Locker No mobile app? Sean, that's a fantastic question. Unfortunately, the company that I wanted to work with had a rather draconian policy in terms of how they wanted to work with me, and I'm like, thanks for wasting a year of my life, people, but I'm not going to do what you need me to do in order to build this app. It's not going to happen. I've been put in a very poor position, and I don't know why they thought this was a good idea to pursue that course of action. But I'm currently looking for a better platform to reboot the Locker No map on. I can't develop. I'm not going to manage a developer, and I don't have the resources to be able to pull that off right now. It's beyond me. I don't have the ability. So I don't want to spend too much time doing something that I can't do well when I know what I do well. Ha! I said do. I make jokes like that. Now, speaking of Star Wars, I will take any Star Wars figure that you have, anywhere, anytime, if it's in good condition. I love these things. This is the ATDP driver, and I know you're thinking, Chris, didn't you already have this? I did, and do, and now I have two. Thanks, in large part, to John, and I'm not exactly sure how to say John's last name, and I'm sorry if that paper is way too white for the camera there. John sent this, yeah, that's way too white. John Kennefic? Possibly? John, thank you for sending this to me. I love this driver. Look at that sculpt. It's just, breathtaking. To me, action figures are all about the sculpt. Paint application second. Points of articulation possibly third. Accessories fourth. As a collector, as someone who enjoys action figures, I love this scale. I love Star Wars. And I love anything that's like a monster, robot, creature, something that isn't like human form. That's my favorite kind of figure. So thank you very much. I do appreciate this a lot, John. I appreciate it greatly. So that's one. Another thing I got was from Greg Hansen. Greg, I got it. Thank you. Must have been on my wish list. Happy birthday, Chris. Thank you for all the content and advice on becoming a first-time father. See, that should be another channel. I don't know if I have the patience for another channel. It may be a podcast. I may do a podcast at some point with that. He says, I greatly appreciate it. All warm regards, Full Court Nerd, Greg Hansen. Now, the reason I wanted this set, believe it or not, it's a great set. Just 200 pieces. It's not so much the ship itself, but it's the Vulture droid. But it's the Neimoidian Warrior. That particular minifigure right there. That one. Because I don't really count battle droids as minifigs, and the Buzz droid is a pseudo minifig with unique pieces, but that figure alone, that to me makes the entire set, Greg. Oh, I love it! I love it! The older you get, the more you want to play with toys. This is something that I've learned. Many people don't realize this, especially if you're younger. It's a big deal. Michaela Ambrose asks, what kind of software do you use for editing? I've covered this a few times before. Final Cut Pro 10. I have no want, need, or desire to switch from that. Amelia asks, how old are you? Well, it's in the title somewhere. Il Rays asks, any plans after your live streams today? Chris, smile. I plan on eating the rest of my Bloody Lecker biltong, a gift from my parents-in-law. And kind of relaxing. I may do some video editing. Yeah, that has to get done too. I don't know what else. Just being myself, I guess. Joe Davidson asks, why does YouTube care if your channel sticks to one thing? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it's beyond me. It really is beyond me. It's very difficult to ascertain. I mean, a lot of people have problems when they're producing the wrong way, or subscribers are so old that they're not watching the videos anymore, and so YouTube actually punishes channels for that. YouTube lays down a lot of punishments for producers. Look at what they're doing. It's not a conspiracy theory. Look at what they're doing with a lot of top producers that don't want to play along in the new YouTube subscription service. They're basically saying, flat fact, they're basically saying that if you don't join the YouTube subscription service, you can't monetize your videos with ads anyway. Like, it's like, that to me, that's extortion to me, or it's tantamount to it. But you got to play by YouTube's rules. It's not your website, it's theirs. So, trust me, I've learned my lessons the hard way. You get a lot of subscribers if you're promoted by YouTube, by and large, but if you're not promoted by YouTube in related channels, in featured channels, you're pretty much on your own. So the people who are growing constantly are usually helped by YouTube, but a great majority of the people who produce on YouTube and are producing good videos, videos that you might like, are not being promoted. So they kind of lose out on a lot of that automated velocity that others are lucky to be opted into. Andrew Casabaum says, I don't know any other YouTuber that puts out 60 videos a month. Oh, actually, maybe just kidding news. I do them all live. Most of them live, apart from the edited ones that everybody gets. Anthony Metagoni asks, who is your favorite Jedi other than Yoda? I'm going to go with Ahsoka Tano. I like Ahsoka. Tuxie says, our supermarket has Star Wars lightsaber ice lollies. They taste great. Yes. I got them a few weeks ago. I showed them in the vlog. I think they're largely for Diana because they're mostly sugar. So I'm not going to eat them. But that is one thing that I just can't get enough of. Star Wars anything. I just love it. Michaela Ambrose asks, what computer or laptop would you recommend for video stuff? Mine is terrible. Pack as much RAM and CPU as you can into it. As much as you can afford. That's the bottom line. And then choose the platform that you want. That's really, it's the only way to answer that question. Games Overload asks, what do you prefer, laptop or PC? I prefer the pocket computer. Oh, that's right. I just called a smartphone a non-phone. Alex Boston asks, would you try a bacon cake for your birthday today? I would. Why not? You know, life's too short not to try bacon cake. I wouldn't have a problem with that. And as Liz points out, a lot of these questions are answered on TLDR every day. But that's okay. I'm not going to be Snarky Chris. Snarky Chris is not coming out. I swear he's not going to come out. I do have, let's see here, a card from my parents. Right here. I'm going to read it. Son, you have a wonderful gift for making people feel special and appreciated. Oh, there's no check. Well, thanks. I feel appreciated. I'm kidding. I'm very grateful. They did say that, well, they're coming out here soon anyway for Vlogger Fair. So on your birthday, just want to remind you how much you're loved and wish you all the wonderful things that make you feel special too. Hope you have a wonderful day. Your present is coming in the mail. Love, Mom and Pop. So thank you for this wonderful card, Mom and Dad. I appreciate it greatly. Now, I want to show you a couple of other gifts that I got. This is a very special edition Hikari Darth Vader. This is one of 1,200. Kind of a brown tint to it, kind of like almost like a copper kind of a tint, or at least an older copper, brown, rusty type of color. Sorry if I'm not getting the color accurately there. There's now only one Hikari Darth Vader I do not have. It's the blue one that's tinted blue. They're currently available. I believe also only 1,200 of them available. So this one is going to remain in the box, as are all the Hikaris. This is the next Hikari that I got. Very, very special. This one only 1 in 500. Red. This was a Comic-Con exclusive. And very happy to have it. Or was this? Wait, the other one was a Comic-Con exclusive. Yeah, the other one was. Sorry. This one was not, but 1 in 500. The red one. Deep red. Same sculpt. And the other one that I need now to complete the collection that I know of, the last one, is just the one that's blue. There may be another one out there, or maybe released at some point in the future. But those are a couple of other gifts that I got that I'm very, 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 very grateful for. Besides the Biltong, asks Nay Sivor, what is your favorite food? Bacon. Coffee. Beer. all at the same time. Andrew Casabaum asks, when will Joe and Judy come for a visit again? Very, very soon. They'll be out here for Vlogger Fair in just a few weeks' time. Hopefully you'll be here as well. Can't wait to meet half of you. Consider I only started Vlogger Fair because I wanted to meet a lot of you, and it turns out that a lot of people who wanted to go to Vlogger Fair didn't, or weren't interested in the event, even though if it weren't for the people who watched the vlog, the event never would have happened. Oh, sweet irony. Nev Seymour, I'm sorry, Nay Seymour, Seavor asks, do you own a Darth Vader shampoo bottle? I do. I think I have 2. They've had different ones over the ages. So I'm very, 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 very aware when they release new products. Sometimes I miss them. And at some point I know I'm going to have to slow down or, go through things again with a fine-tooth comb saying, okay, I've got a duplicate of this. I need to do this. I need to move this here. Need to install a new shelf. Happy birthday from Maine, says Mark Grindle. I only have 15 years on you. Whoa, boy. I'll catch up soon. Give me 15 years. Of course, you'll still have 15 years on me. Oh, that is funny. Where can I find Biltong? LockerGnome.com has a link. There you go. Actually, I would recommend earning gift cards because you can get it on Amazon. My recommendation, because I reviewed this last year, the Bloody Lecker variety. There's various types of Biltong. This is the best. It is absolutely the best. I've tried them, or many of them, not all of them. I don't think I have. But it is the most awesome flavor in the entire galaxy. So good. So good. It was in my review of the Sriracha Stout, and I did the Biltong review at the same time. I couldn't believe what I was eating. It was so good. So good. You can get it on Amazon, though. But earn it is what I'm suggesting. Use the gift cards you get through go.tagjag.com/free apps and go.tagjag.com/free points. I got to keep an eye on the time, too, because I want to try to keep each one of these streams under a half hour. Paul Croft asks, what's your favorite Star Wars item? I don't know if I have a favorite. All of the things, really. I think out of all the things that I might have, I really enjoy the action figures the most. I appreciate other things that are certainly branded, a certain way or another. But it's really those action figures that really that kind of get me going. What I love. I've got another package here, and this one, I haven't seen his name pop up. Ben Kirk and his family, I believe, sent this. It's a little Star Wars card. Oh my! I think I just oiled myself, and they're on a roller coaster. That's great. Ben Cody Kirk, yeah. Have a happy birthday. I hope you like these little additions to your collection. I'm enjoying all that you do, from all the YouTube videos to your vlog at blog. He meant blog at Pirillo.com, and hope that one day I'll be able to come to Vlogger Fair and meet you, or could take a trip down, or you could take a trip down under. I'd also love to meet Diana, Jedi, and your parents, especially since your dad is one of my most loyal viewers of my vlogs. Anyway, best birthday wishes from all of us here in Australia. Your friend, Ben Cody Kirk. He's also a patron, and I do appreciate this. So let's go ahead and open some of Ben's gifts. Okay. See if we get some special stuff from down under. Like, there's a Darth Vader minion. I found this the other day. I added it to my wish list. Darth Vader minions. Or at least one of them shaped like Darth Vader. So there's a crossover that's happened, which is fantastic. Oh, yeah! Look at that. Darth Vader Pez dispenser. And this is one that I don't have because it's from Australia. So the packaging is different, and it's in great condition, prime condition. Thank you very, 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 very much. I appreciate that. Absolutely perfect for my collection. Is this a taller Pez dispenser? Let us find out. I'm still waiting for more questions to come in, by the way. I'm still watching for questions. This isn't just Chris opening his gifts, which he appreciates very, very much. It's a Firefly Darth Vader lightsaber toothbrush. Look, it's got light and sound, or theoretically. Is this wonderful? Oh, I would have loved to have this as a kid. As an adult, I love it even more. Thank you very, very, very much. I don't know if I plan on using it. I think it's good for collecting. The lightsaber toothbrush thing. I think Diana loves it, so if she wants, I'll see if I can find one for her. Okay, next. It's still going. The lightsaber's still going. How does it feel to be 42? Asks Woter Belwan. It feels great. It feels. Whoa! Oh, I haven't seen this. I love when I see something that I have not yet seen with Darth Vader on it. Contains 10 Australian-made milk chocolate eggs. Look at this tin. It's got a relief. It's 3D. Yes, it is with me. Thank you, Ben. Whoa! It's taped up, so I don't want to open it. But look at this tin. Oh, man. See, that's the thing. Living in the U.S., I don't get access to a lot of this stuff. There's tons of Darth Vader stuff in the U.K. that I can't get. Oh, this is epic. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, Liz's texts are going nuts there. Where am I going to set this? I'm going to set this here. And one more thing from Ben and his family. Gotta be very careful because it seems like it's paper. It's like an unboxing. I want to make sure I'm not going to destroy anything here. Whoa. Okay, I think. Oh, wait. Okay, that's the card. Let's be careful with that. Wicket, there's nothing down there for you. It is a Star Wars joke book. I love it. Here, hang on. Why did the Ewok fall? Sorry, can I try that again? I'm even screwing up jokes that I'm reading. Why did the Ewok fall out of the tree? Because it was dead. That's why. I bought a map of Tatooine, but it turned out to be just a piece of sandpaper. Hi, Jedi! And Diana. Don't eat. Hey, get out of there. I'm reading Star Wars jokes. Ben Kirk and his family sent me a book of Star Wars jokes. This is great. You already know the answer to this, but Diana doesn't. I gotta find it again so I say it the right way because I'll screw it up. Why did the Ewok fall out of the tree?
Why?
Because it was dead.
I don't get it.
I read this great book about anti-gravity engineering. Couldn't put it down. Which side of Chewbacca is the hairiest?
His head.
The outside. Jedi went from to a very concerned look. I also got Liz is going to love this. Oh man, did I fold that wrong? It says it's a coloring book. Coloring book for coloring. That's awesome. It's got Vader on the front. Look at this one. This is so perfect. This is amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. The Star Wars joke book. I will memorize all of them. I will memorize every single one. Wow, that is epic. Okay, I'm eating the bills now, Tom. I'm getting through it. Answering questions here. Do you want to be dad for the second time? If it happens, it happens. And, I'm very, very overjoyed to be a father of one wonderful Jedi as of this time. Anxious Gamer says, what is your favorite beer? I go back and forth between a lot of them out there. I happen to be a huge fan of the North Coast Brewing Company's Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout. Love that. I love this. This is a joke book. How do Ewoks keep cool?
How?
Bear conditioning. Instead of air conditioning, bear. This book was made for me. Siani Rankine asks, why not Star Trek? Because I can't do the whole Vulcan thing without, there. I did it. Actually, I can do it very well with my right hand. Left hand, not so much. Speaking of Star Trek, I'm going to say, there are 4 videos that I'm doing live today. 3 in the other channels that you can subscribe to. You have to watch that episode. You have to. So you can get it. You can finally understand why I say that. This is a good app. I won't make you watch any other Star Trek Next Generation episodes except for that one. That's the only one. Thank you, everybody. I think it's been about 20 minutes or so, a little over. I'm going to go ahead and wind down. I am going to move off into my Vader Fun channel, which a lot of people aren't subscribed to because I haven't really done a lot of promoting of it, and I know I'm pretty much the only Star Wars fan in this community. So, you can join me there. You can, of course, subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you are a Star Wars fan. That's pretty much, dedicated to Star Wars. Obviously, hey, I'm only going by what I got around me. I'm only going by the questions you're asking. So if you think I suck, it really isn't my responsibility. Do you like how I did that? See, they asked the questions and, like someone asked, says, is your computer wallpaper Star Wars? It is not. Believe that or not. Turtle Biscuit Gamer asks if I can say his name. I just did. See, people are asking these questions, and I'm answering them. Who's your favorite DC superhero? I don't know. I don't think I have one. Not as much of a DC fan as I am a Marvel fan. Huge fan of the MCU. So, I'm going to go ahead and wind down here now. Thank you again for paying attention. I doubt that the Pirillo Party hashtag is going to trend, but maybe I picked up a few new subscribers on my email newsletter. hopefully driving this much closer to 1,000 true patrons at chrispirillo.com. Thanks again for paying attention, subscribing to all of the channels that are relevant to you, for you. Thank you for following me. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for whatever support you might give in whatever way that you see fit. Well, this Built-On gets you kind of going. I stopped sweating now, hon.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Thank you again, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices.